VCs justify multi-billion-dollar valuations for companies with no cash flow. Do you think venture capital is in a growing bubble?
Let's see.
I'm not sure that there are multi-billion-dollar value companies that have no cash flow, right? But that maybe are not profitable yet.
Snapchat may be pretty close. It's $10 billion. It's not clear how much they're making. So there aren't many, but there are certainly a few, and if you define cash flow as profits, there probably are quite a few that are not profitable. So there's some that have, there are quite a few that have no profits. There are a few that probably don't even have any revenues. I think that. Well, look, I think the sort of the financial math answer to this is that the value of a company is equal to its discounted future cash flows. And so what you are counting on is lots of growth and then lots of cash flows in the future. And the key question is whether these growth assumptions are justified or not. When I was running PayPal in 2001, March 01, we had been in business for 27 months. We did this discounted cash flow analysis. And because it was going to grow a lot in the future, even when you discount the future, most of the value exists very far in the future. And we concluded that 3/4 of the value of the company as of 2001 came from cash flows in years 2011 and beyond, which is very counterintuitive because you always think it's all right in the present. But the faster a company's growing, the more its value is actually in the distant future. It's companies that are not growing or shrinking where the value is all in the present. So if you have a business that's shrinking, it's like a widget factory that's going out of business, then all the values in the next 3-4 years, you're going to try to get a little bit of money before it's out of business. Anything that's growing, it's very far in the future. You can get a lot of catastrophic mistakes when you have these sort of long-term growth assumptions. In the 90s, people overestimated growth. It sometimes didn't happen. It didn't happen as quickly. It didn't happen in the specific companies. So the internet itself grew. People were right about the internet as a whole, but they were wrong about many of the particulars. I tend to think we're not in a bubble like the late 90s, even though there are certainly things one can point to that seem very fully valued. I think you only get bubbles when the public is involved. A bubble is a psychosocial phenomenon. And in 1999, we had 300 tech IPOs in the U.S. This year, it's been something like 40. The public has largely not been involved this time around. And so I think the valuations have been, they've definitely stepped up a lot. But I don't think it's as crazy as it was late 90s.